Thank you, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, I rise today in opposition of this rule for a variety of different reasons. But let me engage in one of the first reasons is I'm not sure that a delay is necessary. Are there some hiccups or concerns? I'm not going to agree with a couple of my colleagues and friends from the other side that talked about catastrophes. September 11th is a catastrophe. Delaying this is not, or February 17th is not. But let me run through what some of the concerns are. Some of the concerns is that we're not 100% ready. Some of the concerns is that there's a waiting list. Although there are 10 million coupons issued today that are valid, representing 5 million homes, so those are people that were going to probably go in the next 13 days and buy one of the set-top boxes. I've gone into my electronic stores over the last week, and there are mountains, and I'm not exaggerating, there were piles almost up to my neck in every one of the electronic stores that I went into. So what are the appropriate responses here? Is a delay necessary? We've had hearings, granted, on the merits of DTV hard date. We have not been able to have a discussion in this Congress whether, A, it's necessary to delay this for 4 months, or whether there are appropriate responses that don't require a delay, like, for example, if we would have put up a suspension last week that said that the expiration dates aren't in existence anymore. So if you had one that expired, you could go out and use it. We could have changed an accounting rule that would have fixed the so-called money problem, although as the past chairman of this committee pointed out, there really isn't a money problem. The amazing part about this to me is that with these simple solutions that both sides could have agreed upon, we could have had this done a couple weeks ago. But for some reason, 3 weeks ago, just completely out of the blue, our new president said, we need to delay this. No discussion. When President Obama came to our conference a week or so ago, he was asked about why. And the response was simply, because the past administration messed up. And we need, he said, quote, our people are telling me that we need 4 months. Then we find out that one of the people, supposedly maybe that the president was referring to, a member of the transition team that was discussing with the transition team technology issues, that owns a company called Clear Channel. I request an additional 30 seconds.
Gentleman, sorry, rise for 30 seconds.
Mr. Solomon, I assume that's how you pronounce it, owns a business called Clearwire that actually will benefit from a delay because it puts his company into a advantageous position. Maybe that's why we're now talking about a delay of 4 months without any hearing. I would respectfully request that our committee oversight look into it. The ranking member of the Oversight Committee of Congress has asked for it, and I think it's a good idea to do.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman from Colorado.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. There are many Americans that don't realize that if they've not made the transition to digital TV, absent this bill, in 13 days, with this bill with a 115-day extension. Yes.
There was a poll that was brought out last week that said that 95% of the homes are ready. So if 95% are ready today, what is the number then that we have to be at to implement the hard date? Would it be 100%, 99.5%? I yield back.
The gentleman from Nebraska has, in his very own district, 3,401 people who have not made the transition. I have in my district 3,671. There are a number of people across the country, particularly elderly people, and people aren't as aware of these technology that did it. Now, Nielsen has estimated that 6.5 million remain And it's critical that, again, this is something that a lot of people don't realize as they go about their everyday lives. We realize this in this body. We talk about it. Those involved with technology do. Another issue is, for instance, many of the coupons were sent out via third-class mail, taking 4 to 8 weeks to deliver. Some of those, as is inevitable when things get mailed, actually get lost in the mail when they arrive. Some of them arrived after their expiration date, which was only a 90-day expiration date. One of the provisions in the bill would actually allow consumers to reapply for coupons when their coupons have expired. So, again, for these reasons, there would be a lot of difficulty in explaining to any of our constituents whose televisions will go off in 13 days why we didn't act to be able to allow them to continue to watch their television and give them time to see this transition through with this one-time delay. Madam Speaker, I'd like to reserve the remainder of my time.